Welcome back, superstars. I'm here, Michelle Villalobos, with Phil M. Jones. He's an author. This book has sold over 1 million copies. What you name it, this guy knows about it when it comes to sales, marketing, influence, and leadership. And so let's go ahead and dive a little bit into some examples of magic words. What are some of the words in here that right away make the biggest impact?
Okay, well, I'll respond with what people tell me as some of the examples that make the biggest impact. And one big one straight out the gate is a rejection-free opening formula. So some words you can use to invite just about anybody to do just about anything and it be completely rejection-free.
Okay, so do you want to tell us what that is?
Yeah, I mean, let's do the base psychology.
Before you do that, buy the book, obviously, right? Like, get the book. You're going to want it. Get a highlighter, get a pencil, take notes, annotate. You know, this is a book you'll want to have forever. Okay, yeah. From that, let's go.
And two things to understand before I introduce the sequence of words is firstly, if I'm to ask a room full of 1,000 people who in the room would see themselves as open-minded, I'll get about like 900 hands shoot to the sky.
Do you think? I think it'd be more like 990.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the 90 plus the other 10 wouldn't raise their hand regardless of what I offered, right?
That's true.
Cash, cookies, cake, it's not happening. So what I learned from that is the whole world likes to see themselves as open-minded.
True.
Doesn't mean they are open-minded, it means they like to see themselves as open-minded. Apply that to a principle that the person who's asking the questions is in control of the conversation. We just created a rejection-free opening formula. So it would be things like the question, how open-minded would you be to?
Yes.
And what that allows you to be able to do is to present an idea to just about anybody at just about any time. Whether it would be, how open-minded would you be to tidying your bedroom so that what we could do is that we could be able to go to the movies this weekend, or how open-minded would you be to learning about our offers and what they could be able to do to support your business? It's the same question phrased in different ways.
Got it.
What's really interesting though when you get into the micro detail of positioning of words is there's a difference between asking, are you open-minded, and how open-minded?
Oh,
Big
okay.
difference. So if I was asking, are you open-minded, it's a yes-no question. When would I use that? I'd use that when I'm looking for a decision, and I'd use how open-minded are you when I'm looking for a discussion.
Got it.
And I think sometimes it's, are we creating a grey space on purpose for us to go on exploration? Or are we looking for somebody to make their mind up on the spot? And we'd use the words open-minded with either an are you or how preface towards it, depending upon whether we wanted a decision or a discussion.
Got it.
Make sense?
And obviously very few people are going to say no. So you've just rejection-free opening formula.
Yeah.
You've now been able to broach something.
Well, the worst you get is either not right now.
Right.
Or, give me some time to think, or sounds interesting, let me take a look.
Yeah.
What happens though is people let the idea in as opposed to just like pushed it away.
That's right.
And that's the more important part here is you're not going to get everybody to want everything or to acting every way that you want them to every time. But if you can just nudge some things to give you a fair advantage, compound effect over a period of time is that this pays off well.
Well, and we know, right, the compound effect of more yeses over the course of a year or 10 years, right? Even one click over, 1 or 2 percentages or 5% more, it adds up.
Right. And people get hyper intentional around language on headlines on a web page or on sales page copy or on the next marketing piece. If only they could add the same intentionality to spoken word conversation. And each time the phone rings or each time they find themselves at a networking event or they're asked a common question.
Beautiful. Thank you, Phil. All right. One more?
Yeah.
One more example?
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do a big one. Let's do a big one. Is when it comes to decision making, people make decisions firstly in their mind's eye, hypothetically.
Okay.
So if you've ever said the words to yourself that I cannot see myself doing that, it's a literal thing.
Yep.
Like you physically have to be able to see something in your mind's eye before you're going to choose to do it.
Got it.
You apply that to another set of thoughts where when it comes to making decisions, we reference our memory. Our memory is what informs our decisions. Okay. Then a weird question to ask yourself is, how many of your memories actually happen to you?
I guess not all of them.
Right. And that's the bit that gets a little creepy for a second. It's like, dang, not all of them. So how did they get there? The ones that you didn't live through got there typically because somebody told you a story.
Okay.
They told you a story, you painted a picture, you created new memory. There's a period of our life that we learn quicker than any other point in time in our life, and it's when we're kids.
Okay.
Scientists can't decide on the date range, but they all agree as children, we learn quicker than any other point in time. So we've got a few facts to consider, right? We've got decisions are made because we see them first. We've got decisions are made based on our memories. Not all of our memories happen to us. Many of those memories were created from stories that were shared. And then what we can do is we can utilize those stories to be able to trigger actions.
Okay.
Kids learn quicker. So tell me this from your point of view.
All right.
What are the magic words that a child hears to know a story is coming?
Once upon a time.
Yeah, right? Child hears once upon a time, kicks back and says, gimme the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot use the words once upon a time with an adult and create the same effect. What you can do, though, is you can use the words just imagine.
Just imagine.
And what the words just imagine do is they open the mind's eye up in the exact same way. You can insert images. What kind of images can you insert? You can insert images of things the person might want to run towards, i.e. something that can make their life better. You might insert an image that has consequences attached to it, something they want to run away from. Or if you know something about that person, you can insert an image of something that lights them up inside, right?
Okay.
That makes their heart sing. And if you can get people to see themselves in alternate realities, they may take the action to either run towards or away from that alternate reality.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dive into another video soon, but before we do, I wanna invite you to join the conversation. Join it here. You can post a comment below. Let us know what you thought about what we just talked about, and also follow Phil on Instagram. You can connect with him there. What is your Instagram handle, Phil?
Best way to get me on Insta is @PhilMJonesUK, or you can stop by our community, which is @ExactlyWhatToSay.
All right, and we'll put those down in the comments below as well. All right, we'll see you on the next video.
So what I learned from that is the whole world likes to see themselves as open-minded.
True.
Doesn't mean they are open-minded, it means they like to see themselves as open-minded. Apply that to a principle that the person who's asking the questions is in control of the conversation. We just created a rejection-free opening formula.